Dobar dan, modra prihodnost. Today, and in the last week, we've had to make some changes to our project. The main reason for this was our actors couldn't commit to the days and the schedule that we had for the movie. And really, this was a continuing problem with people wanting to help, but they couldn't give every weekend of their summer. And in order to make this happen, we really needed those commitments. But I think this is a good thing. Having to stop 4 days before starting production on our film caused us to put our heads together and think, okay, how can we learn from this and how can we make something better in the process? Because we still want to do it. So, without further ado, here's how we're going to move forward. When we looked at the movie, we tried to think, okay, what do we like about it? What do we want to keep? What do we want to let go of? And when we started talking through it, we really like our story. We like the idea of this depressed guy goes into a cave, finds the purpose to life, and finds happiness, and then has to struggle with how to get it out in the world. We like the idea of, rather than there being some bad thing that our hero's trying to stop, our hero's trying to bring something new, something good into the world. Kind of flipping the superhero genre on its end. So we want to keep this story, but we want to play to our strengths rather than playing to our disadvantages. So we have decided to essentially make short films, a series of short films that are all connected, all a part of the same universe. Ooh. So what we want to do is every Tuesday, starting tomorrow, at least tomorrow it'll be 7 p.m., 1900 at Lord Byron. We come together and we come up with the story for this short film that's in this universe, and then we prep Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then shoot either Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, sometime during the weekend, and then next week we release the short film, and then we move on. Something like a series. So, what is that series idea? The idea is we are investigators. We're a group of people that really live here in Koper, and we've started to see changes in people. A teacher over here, a business person over here, they're suddenly different. We notice differences in people. We don't know if it's zombies, we don't know if it's drugs, we don't know what's happening, but people are changing, and they seem to be changing for the better. They're becoming happier, almost giddy. We don't know if the whole town started to join some sort of cult or what, but we've started to make this documentary series to document our investigation of that. So each short film will follow one of us as we're trying to figure this thing out. And so we start out, first couple films, knowing very little, and then little by little we discover kind of the story to the film, which was, there was this guy who found this blue rock, who shared it with some people, but then got killed in trying to share it. But there's still people that have this, and it's still starting to go out here and there, but we don't have it yet. So we're antsy, and we're struggling for answers. Now, that might sound kind of boring, but that part of the joy in this is every week when we meet on Tuesday, we figure out, okay, how can we make this next short film intriguing? How can we make it funny? How can we make it scary? How can we make it dramatic? And every week we can kind of go with a different theme. All right, this week we're going to go a little more comedic. This week we're going to go a little more thriller-ish. But it's all set in this universe, and we want to build our universe. Like Star Trek or Star Wars. You know what a Klingon is. You know what a Jedi is because we're all become familiar with those universes. So we need to create our own lexicon, create our own narrative. So the positives is this gives us more flexibility, not only with cast members, because we can have different main characters week to week, but also with crew. You don't have to say, all right, I'm going to be there every week. You can just come when you can. This also gives us more creativity, more opportunities to every week say, okay, what worked about last week's story? What do we need to change? What can we do better? Constantly improving. The other flip side is we get instant gratification. I'll edit at the beginning of the weeks so that we can have a product and we can see if our movie sucked or if it was better than last week. And we can be in this together more and get better and better as we go along. Part of my hope with this group is that we become better storytellers and better filmmakers. And I think the short film method provides that. Okay, so tomorrow night is our first creative meeting, if you're interested. That's 7 in the evening at Lord Byron.